Hello, everyone! Welcome back! So, after we finished off 2 days ago, yeah, 2 days ago, we finished off our lovely Sakura Forest Girls with a bit of a disappointing ending. So, I have one question for you. Would you like to run an idol cafe? Which is the title of the next one. So, see what we'll get here. My name is Yokoyama Naoya. I'm an average guy, medium of height, with a medium build. My hair is dull and brown. I doubt you'd be able to pick me out from a crowd. It would probably be an understatement when I say I don't stand out very much. There's nothing to commend me, nor anything to make me appear special. But I wasn't always this ordinary. I went through a rebellious phase back in my second year of high school. Subsequently, I fell in with a gang of delinquents and did everything I could to emulate them. I bleached my hair blonde, began cursing people indiscriminately, and I even learned how to ride a motorbike. Well, that's respectable, actually. I stopped attending school and my performance plummeted. My grades used to be pretty good, but after my transformation, I plummeted to the very bottom of the class. My parents despaired in me, and as did my teachers. What in the world has gotten into Naoya? It's like you've changed overnight. This isn't the sweet, well-behaved boy I remember. My mom often said, or more sobbed, much like sobbed words such as this to me with tears in her eyes. Was so worried about me going back home started to feel like a pain. Sometimes I didn't return home at all. I crashed for the night on the couches of my fellow gang members. I kept this up all the way into my third year. I didn't cut it out until a few months before the university entrance exams rolled around. This was about time I realized with a jolt how stupid I was being. I was throwing away my future. And for what? Wasn't I wasting my time? I did a sense of soul searching and came to the conclusion I didn't want to remain a delinquent. Sure, it was all fun and games when I was a teenager, but what about when I got older? How would I ever to be hold down a job or make a living? Odds were I'd end up embroiled in something shady and get sent to prison. That was a jolt I needed to wake me up. I dyed my hair back to its original black, began to speak in a more refined and polite manner, and started to take my education seriously. It was like the last 2 years of my life never happened. I began studying for my university exams alongside my best and now only friend Ichigo. I worked hard, but it was in vain. I wasn't able to pass the entrance exam, which might be expected given how little attention I paid in the last half of high school. I have every intention of applying to university again so I can get a degree and hopefully a semi-decent job. But that'll have to wait until next year. First, I gotta hit the books. It's a daunting idea trying to cram about 2 years worth of info into my head in only one, but I think I'll be able to do it. I might be average, but I'm pretty tenacious and don't back down from challenges. My stubbornness might be one of my redeeming qualities. I don't want my life to revolve around nothing but studying, though, so if I'm gonna go get back on the straight and narrow, I need to start looking for some sort of job. So, he's kind of like a guy who did something and was like, oh yeah, I need to wake up now. I was still living with my parents, it wouldn't be such a big deal, but I'm not. I'm actually living with my friend Ichigo. It's a long story. We're not living in an expensive city, but the rent still isn't cheap. Ichigo has her parents help her out, but I explicitly told my own folks that I'd like to try and hack this whole independent living thing alone without their aid. I feel kind of guilty if they bailed me out after I spent so much time screwing around. I guess this is my way of making it up to them, was trying to prove I am not a totally lost cause. I can reinvent myself, and that's precisely what I'm going to do. So he went on soul searching, and now I'm still kind of interested how we're going to get in here. To do that, though, I need a job. I've been searching for a few weeks, sending out endless job applications, and now, after all the hard work, I've finally been invited for a job interview at a local cafe, situated by the beach and called the Seaside Cafe. I've seen the cafe a few times in passing, and it looks pretty nice. Though, when I say that, I mean the girls who work there look pretty nice. Ooh, yeah. Though it's not a maid cafe per se, it's one of those places where the waitresses wear furry skirts and aprons. Apparently, the cafe is short on hands and looking for a new waiter. Being a waiter is not the glamorous of jobs, what neither is all that well paying, but it's still good, honest work. It's a start, yeah. That is true. Can't afford if you choose it given my lack of qualification, not to mention my few criminal convictions. I'm glad I was given a chance and I don't intend to squander it. I wasted too much time already. I'm under no delusion that this job interview will be an easy one, though. The interviewer has done their homework. They should know all about my past indiscretion, and I bet they'll rake me over the coals for it. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Who would want to work with a shoplifter? I might be from now, but still, it's not a good look. I'm by no means an attractive hire, but I'll try to go into the interview with optimism. I'm sure things will be fine. I hope they will be fine. I can do this. Like, can't I? So he has a bit of self-doubt, which is fine. Oh. My, look at you. Aren't you a cute boy? You far exceeded my expectation. Thanks, I guess? I surveyed the owner of the Seaside Cafe over the table in the break room. She introduced herself to me about 5 minutes ago as Miyamori Ayane, the proprietress of the Seaside Cafe. She's a fairly attractive woman, I suppose, probably in her late 20s to early 30s. But given all the makeup she's wearing, it's hard to get an accurate read on her age. It's not like I can come out and ask her about it either, yeah? I heard women are pretty sensitive about stuff like that, yeah. He goes congratulations. You really are a darling. I think you would fit in quite well in my establishment. Several pretty girls work here, but we have a dire shortage of handsome young men. I'm a proponent of equal rights. I think it's important to level the playing field a bit. Pretty girls bring in more customers, but I can't solely employ the fairer sex. It wouldn't be fair. I love that. She's like, right. So, I shift uneasily in my chair. I hope I'm not sweating. It would make for a good first impression. Not that it matters, I guess. Miyamori seems taken with me already. Are you interested in giving me a position? Of course. Claps her hands together. You're a very sweet boy and humble too. I love well-behaved children like you. Children? I frown. I'm not in high school anymore, you know? I'm an adult. There should be no problems then. I would be very happy to welcome you to the Seaside Cafe, dear now. Yeah. She's calling me by my given name, not my family name. Talking about 4. This woman seems kind of shameless. Yeah, but given her time, I guess it's a no-brainer. It might just be my imagination. I hope it's my imagination, but it looks like superficially like she's trying to push her chest together. Oh, dude, just take it. Crap, I should probably stop staring. I'm very flattered, Miss Miyamori. You're calling me that? Oh, that's so stiff and formal. Well, this is a job interview. I'm trying to be polite. Oh, you. She laughs away. You worry too much. I do like serious boys, but you can afford to loosen up. This is no longer a job interview, dear. You already have the job. Boy, that was fast. She didn't even ask me any questions beyond whether I have a girlfriend and if I think her clothes suits her. That's a great job. Like, okay, I'm sitting here. I'm ready for the job interview. And she's sitting here. Do you have a girlfriend? Do you think my clothes are good for me? Well, yeah. Got it. Something smells fishy here, and that is because we're so close to the beach. Now, why don't you loosen up? You can call me Ayane, just like everybody else. We're all one big family in the Seaside Cafe. I'm everybody's hardworking, reliable big sister. Everybody in this room calls me Ayane, even Mayuki. Though it took her a while to warm up to the idea. It's very serious, just like you. I think the pair of you might get on, in fact. Whoa, that she's having definitely Mayuki. I guess she's one of the girls that who works here. If I'm going to work here myself, I'll probably meet her soon enough. That's something of an exciting prospect, but this flimsy excuse for a job interview has me disconcerted. I think I'll keep calling you Miss Miyamori if it's all the same to you. I wouldn't want to overstep my boundary, and I don't want her to invite her to overstep her boundaries either. Well, yeah, I think she's probably teasing, but you never know. So, that's how it is? Pouts. You really are serious, but never mind. I'm sure your cute big sister will be able to warm you up. Tracking you is going to be a challenge. I can hardly wait. She's like, I want to get you. And he's like, help me? I need an adult. I am an adult. Yeah, it sounds great. I'm glad you want to offer me this position, Miss Miyamori. but I do have a few questions. Such as? I frown. Didn't you look into my past at all? I thought it was pretty standard procedure while taking on new hires. Of course, I always do my due diligence. Why do you ask? Well, my frown deepens. I'm not sure why I'm trying to sabotage my own chances. It seems self-defeating. I should be glad Miss Miyamori is willing to overlook my past, and I am, but isn't this a little too easy? Don't you know I used to be in a gang back in high school? I wasn't the greatest of guys. Oh yes, I know all about that. Then you should know I got into trouble with the police too, right? Yes, indeed. You were caught shoplifting, weren't you? That's right. It's very funny. I wouldn't think to look at you now. When I learned of your past, I thought you'd be a tall, foul-talking boy with bleached blonde hair and tattoos, but you're quite ordinarily. Well, I've done my best to clean up my act. I'm an adult now, but back then I was a pretty stupid kid. Got in a lot of fights, did and said stuff I didn't mean. There was no real reason for it. I just wanted to stand out and feel special. But this was in the past, yes? It was almost a year ago. Then I fail to see the issue. There's no reason why I should mistrust you when you are doing your best to put your best foot forward. I believe that everybody deserves a second chance, regardless of what they have done. With a few exceptions, of course. You've never stabbed anyone, have you? What? No, of course not. Or shot them? Where would I even get a gun? Or dissolved any bodies in acid? What the? No way, that's evil. I was just a petty thug, not a stone cold killer. Then there's no problem. I can forgive a bit of shoplifting, even if you fist fights. Boys will be boys, as they say. You were very, very naughty. Your poor parents must have been beside themselves, but that has nothing to do with me. I am not your mother. I am your cute, reliable big sister, and I can forgive you for your past mistakes, provided they remain in the past. Holy smoke, she is laying it on thick. I wouldn't want you to rock me, would you? No, I already said I'm not like that. Not anymore. Very good. You're such a sweet boy. You know, raise from chairs and smile. Here's a heads up, though. If you did betray my trust, I'd be beside myself. I think I'd cry. I wouldn't want to break your pretty big sister's heart, would you? No, I wouldn't. Then this arrangement between the two of us should work out wonderfully. I'm looking forward to working with you now, yeah. Right, you too. Thank you for the opportunity. It's alright, you don't need to thank me. And don't be so distant. I might be your boss, but I'll have you calling me Ayane before the week is out. Oh. Yeah? Right. I'm not sure if I like the sound of that laugh. It's kind of creepy. Would you like me to show you around the cafe? I'll give you a brief rundown of all your duties and I'll introduce you to our cute waitresses. Now this is what I was really looking forward. The waitress in the Seaside Cafe are unmistakably beautiful and they're around my age. I don't mean offense towards Miss Miyamori, but I'm not into women much older than me. That's not what Big Sister thinks. I'd rather flirt with girls my own age. Oh, you will be. Oh, they're cute. They're adorable. They are adorable. So this is the new guy we will be working with? Pretty girl with long dark hair whom is Mayuki surveys me first slip. She's wearing a cute black maid dress with white fluffed apron. A large red ribbon is attached to her throat like a bow on a present. Her trim waist is tinged by yet another ribbon, which is white. Problem is pretty standard as far as maid dresses go. Not that I know much about that. But there's one unique part of her pair that stands out. She's wearing what appears a pair of cat ears on her head. Is this part of the dress code in Seaside Cafe? I suppose it's not impossible. But the other waitress standing next to Mayuki, she's called, isn't wearing cat ears. Is there something Mayuki has to wear herself? I don't get it. Strange though Mayuki's appearance is, she's pretty cute. As cute as. I wonder which of them is the cutest. Ooh, the hard decision. We haven't seen Ichigo yet. Mayuki has something, but Q has this Kudera style, you know? I feel like Mayuki will be the Sun, while Ku will be as their standing Kudera already. And Ichigo, we don't know yet, so let's go with Ku. I think Ku takes the cake as far as cuteness goes. There's something about her impassive expression that makes my heart flutter. Very slender too, delicate. She looks like a doll. I should stop pontificating my co-worker's appearance since though Miss Mayuri is talking. That's right. This is Naoya. Yokoyama Naoya. Is going to be working here as a waiter starting tomorrow, effective immediately. Huh? Tomorrow? Lookalike says surprised as her voice is overlapping and seem credulous as I feel. Is fair. Why do the pair of you look so dry? Aren't you glad? I want you to work here ASAP now? Yes, I am. I'm glad. Of course I am. But, well, I scratched my cheek with my individual. I didn't know it was meant to say. I feel like I still have a lot of... You'll be fine. This is a relatively simple job. I'm sure you'll pick it up fast. A smart boy like you. Besides, it's always better to throw people in at the deep end when they're trying to start something new. Haven't you heard of sink or swim? I see how it is. Pouts. Can't tell you how you run your business, big sis. Neither would I presume to. But I did worry about this guy. If he does sink, he might drag the Seaside Cafe reputation down with him. It'll be fine. I have faith in Naoya. Seems like a dependable boy. You try to have a bit more faith in him too, Mayuki. Turn that frown upside down. I'm sorry, but I have to decline. I know that if anything can go wrong, it will go wrong. And I foresee some difficulties with this new hire. But you don't have the gift, Mayuki. You cannot tell the future. How can you possibly know that? I don't need to have the gift. Mayuki makes little quotation marks with her finger. To know that this guy can't be trusted. Okay, so this is a bit of a rough start. Oh, we'll stop right here because I think it will elaborate pretty far forward. So we'll stop right here. Now we know what we're going into, so thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye!